I missed you. I'm sorry about the horrible lighting or whatever. I look horrible. Okay, many of you may know me and my story, but those of you who don't, I'm about to tell you. There you go, that angle's a little bit better. Okay, I'm just gonna stay like this. I was born December 23rd, 1999, to two loving parents. I grew up in Penny Road Church of the Nazarene, but when I was 5, I moved about an hour away. Then I left the church. I started going to a Baptist church near Fayetteville. I was 5, 6 at this time, and since I was so young, I didn't know what to think about religion at all. I had no idea who God was. I had no idea how Christ could perform his miracles. I had no idea about anything. I went to elementary school at District 7, which is in Wade, North Carolina. Sorry, I was bullied a lot because I wasn't the best looking, I wasn't the skinniest, I wasn't the best at sports. I wasn't, actually that's a lie. I was extremely intelligent and I was bullied because of it. In the 6th grade, things took a turn for the worse. I met a guy of whom I thought I would date. He sent me mixed signals. He'd go from, "Oh my God, Missy, you're so pretty." Sorry about that. But I'm quoting something. Okay, anyway, he said, and I quote, "Oh my God, Misty, you're so pretty. I want to date you." But when he was with his friends, just act like he didn't know me. He acted like he didn't care about me. About January of that year, a new student arrived at my school. She liked bands that would be deemed satanic because of the name. An example, I know a band called The Devil Wears Prada, but they're a Christian band. And I also know bands that have a Christian or a Catholic, title, but are satanic and whose music portrays a meaning that I don't think anybody should listen to. And that example would be Black Veil Brides. Their name, obviously, you could probably figure it out, comes from Catholic nuns. But their songs are about suicide, self-harm, murder, death, in general, I don't know. And their music took a toll on my soul, if you will. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe said, I'm pretty sure he's deceased. Anyway, music is either secular or sacred. It's actually sacred. the sacred agrees with its dignity, and here has its greatest effect on life, an effect that remains the same through all ages. Secular music should be cheerful throughout. This music was definitely not cheerful, and I hope it never will be. This made everything worse. I started self-harming because I knew I'd never date the guy I like. That is the reason I first cut myself. And then I found out that he was actually paid by people who bullied me to act like he liked me. In the 7th grade, I was severely, sorry guys, sexually assaulted and harassed. I started having major anxiety problems. I couldn't bring myself to leave my house in the morning just to go to school. And it got so bad that I was put into the hospital under suicide watch and put into a mental hospital for 7 days, 3 days after being put into the emergency room. 1 Timothy 6:11 says, "But you, man of God, flee from all of this, and pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness." The summer before 8th grade, I was told that I need to find a religion because the world was going to end soon. So I started to pray. And pray. I would not cease praying. And all the while, I didn't even believe in a God. Why was I praying to a God that I didn't believe in? Sorry guys, I'm outside and I can't control anything. But anyway, I was told that I need to find a religion, and I would pray to a God that I didn't believe in at the time. Hi, baby. Like I said, I'm outside. I can't help anything. She's so cute. Okay, anyway. I was reluctant, honestly, to even try and mentally sort through everything. Because at the time, I had cuts all over my body. And I heard that still small voice in the back of my head say, "Listen to him. Listen to him. You will find him. Just listen." And I refused to bring myself to. Because, honestly, I felt betrayed by God. It hit me. I realized what I needed to do. And what I needed to do was find someone to talk to. So, my cousin Tabitha, no, sorry. I was asked by my cousin, who just so happens to be the pastor's wife, if I wanted to go to church one Wednesday night because they were having a back to school bash or whatever. I immediately responded, "Sure," with a bunch of exclamation marks. And I went. I felt something that night that I knew had been missing in my life. I found people who I know, that I knew and still know, won't judge me because of my past. Mark 9:23 says, Jesus said unto him, If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. Here I am today, June 5th, 6 more days until the end of school. I get the first week off, and then it's practice to be on the drill team. I grew up as a little girl. Well, you know what I mean. I grew up as a little girl growing up. I saw unarmed exhibition and armed exhibition at parades or what have you. And I knew it was what I wanted to do with my life. I'm in the chorus at my school. I'm trying out for drill lab, which is drill team. Drill lab, which is, you know what I mean. I'm currently planning on going to Trevecca Nazarene University, even though I'm a freshman. And after college, I plan on joining the Coast Guard. I have so many people to thank for me being where I am today. I honestly have an amazing church family who loves and supports me. Hang on, let me rephrase that. North Carolina NYI, anybody in any North Carolina Nazarene church, I know I can come to, because I trust everyone with my life. I'm so sorry. I thank my parents for my life and for not giving up on me when many other people have. And I know they were extremely young when my mother gave birth to me. You know what I mean. Okay, anyway. So, last year. Sorry guys, I'm not smart. Last year, I was told my grandfather only was going to live for about 2 months. And I believed that I was ready to take my next step with God and Christ. And I was baptized on April 27th, 2014. About 2 months later, on June 13th, 2014, my grandfather passed away. I honestly feel like it was in God's plan. Well, everything is in God's perfect plan. But I felt like me finding the perfect time to get baptized and to take the first of many steps with God. Today, I play soccer. And I know you're wondering what, oh, yeah, my tooth's crooked. Don't judge me. You try saving a soccer ball that's coming at your face. It was just because I wasn't paying attention, honestly. Not gonna lie. Anyway, so yeah, my tooth's crooked. I know you've been staring at it. But anyway, Yeah, then he will see my full face either. Hi. Don't judge my pajama pants either. Today, I can come to you and honestly say I love myself. And I want you guys to know, no matter how big your problems are, it does get better. It is okay to break down. And it is okay to give up. But you just have to keep yourself, you have to pick yourself back up and keep climbing for the prize. Set small goals, whether it be leaving your house for the first, whether it be working yourself to the day where you can leave your house without having a panic attack, or getting into, or whether it be as big and large as getting accepted into the United States military, or being accepted into Harvard, Yale, Princeton, you know what I mean, an Ivy League college. Just set a goal. And my goal right now is to make it onto the drill team. I know it is going to be physically demanding, mentally demanding, but I'm ready for it. And I don't want you guys to think, don't touch my nails either, okay? I haven't done them in like 2 weeks. I don't want you guys to think that any goal is too small or any large goal is unreachable. You can reach it. You just have to work towards it. Be motivated, be determined, and never give up. I love every one of you. Okay?